Welcome back to Living Mindful Guide. In our last deep dive episode, we took a closer look at the first major sign of narcissistic abuse, when your relationship lacks kindness, stability, and mutual respect. If you missed that, make sure to watch it after this one. Today, we're continuing this important series with sign number 2. You find yourself sacrificing your values just to keep the peace. Let me ask you, have you ever bitten your tongue just to avoid an argument? Have you agreed with something you didn't believe in, simply to avoid another emotional explosion? Then this episode might be speaking directly to you. In a healthy relationship, you should be able to express your thoughts, your needs, and your truth without fear of backlash. But with a narcissist, even the smallest disagreement can ignite a firestorm. So what happens? You start to silence yourself. You shrink. You avoid. Sound familiar? Maybe you used to speak up when something felt wrong, but now you think twice, or don't say anything at all. You've learned that speaking your truth only leads to conflict, punishment, or rejection. For example, the lie you let slide. Let's say honesty is one of your core values. It's something you've always lived by. But every time you catch your partner in a lie, big or small, and confront them, they explode. They accuse you of being paranoid, controlling, or untrusting. Eventually, it just becomes easier to let the lies slide. You stop speaking up. You tell yourself, it's not worth the fight. But deep down, it eats at you. You know you're betraying yourself. Can you relate to that? That quiet pain of knowing you're not living in alignment with who you are, just to maintain the illusion of peace? Over time, this habit of self-abandonment becomes automatic. You're no longer even sure what you believe, what you need, or where your boundaries are. You may notice changes in your mood, irritability, resentment, anxiety, depression. That's because your inner self is crying out for attention, for truth, for safety. When we constantly abandon ourselves for someone else's comfort, our spirit begins to fracture. If you're someone who values harmony, empathy, or kindness, you're exactly the kind of person a narcissist preys on. They use your sensitivity against you. They twist it. They train you to believe that being kind means being silent, that being loyal means tolerating disrespect. But let me tell you this clearly. Being kind does not mean being quiet. Being loyal does not mean betraying yourself. And being peaceful does not mean being powerless. So how do you begin to change this pattern? Here are some steps you can start today. Step 1. Identify the value you've been suppressing. Maybe it's honesty. Maybe it's fairness. Maybe it's your need for emotional safety. Name it. Write it down. Step 2. Ask yourself, when did I stop honoring this? Reflect without judgment. Awareness is your first step toward freedom. Step 3. Practice speaking up in low-stakes situations. Don't wait for the big moments. Start with the small ones. Practice saying things like, I'm not comfortable with that. That doesn't sit right with me. I need time to think about this. Step 4. Prepare for resistance. A narcissist will push back. They're used to you staying quiet. They might guilt trip you or make you feel like you're the problem. That's not a sign that you're wrong. It's a sign that your boundaries are finally being noticed. Let's return to our earlier example. Next time your partner lies and you catch it, instead of letting it slide, you calmly say, I value honesty. It's hard for me to trust when things don't add up. If we can't be real with each other, this isn't going to work for me. And that's it. You didn't yell. You didn't accuse. You spoke your truth. And even if it causes a reaction, you honored yourself. And that's powerful. And what if you're not ready to confront them yet? That's okay. Not everyone can or should confront a narcissist head-on right away, especially if there are safety concerns or emotional vulnerabilities. You can still start by doing the inner work. Journal your suppressed thoughts. Talk to someone you trust. See a therapist or join a support group. Every time you give yourself permission to think freely, speak honestly, even if only in private, you're rebuilding your inner strength. Your self-worth is not negotiable. You are not here to walk on eggshells. You are not here to please someone at the cost of your peace. You are not here to shrink for someone else's comfort. You deserve a relationship where your voice matters, where your values are shared, and where peace doesn't come at the cost of your identity. If this video spoke to you, please remember, you are not weak for wanting peace. But peace without self-respect isn't peace at all. Let us know in the comments. Have you ever sacrificed your values to avoid conflict? What helped you begin to reclaim your voice? Your story could help someone else feel less alone. And don't forget, this video is part of our Narcissistic Abuse Recovery series, where we explore each of the 8 major signs in depth. Make sure you subscribe and check out the full playlist so you don't miss the rest. Until then, stay mindful, stay strong, and always stay true to yourself. See you in the next video.